Hey, Phantomaniacs, welcome to the newest spooky unboxing here on the Needless Things YouTube channel. October is filling up with non-spooky stuff. I've got a whole pile of it sitting right next to me, but I want to put a priority on the things that represent the month of October, the season of Halloween, the best. And right in front of me, Super 7's brand new Reaction Plus Universal Monsters Bela Lugosi as Dracula. And that's pretty important because for years we got Dracula merchandise that did not have Bela Lugosi's likeness. Like, that was a big thing. And now his estate is allowing licensors to use that likeness. And I think it's very important. And it's been, you know, as somebody growing up with generic Dracula items, it's still special to me. I think that Flat World Dracula figure, I believe, was the first one to have the likeness, which I've still got that figure. And it's just a special thing. I still remember how big a deal that was. And now, for the first time ever, we have a proper O-ring Dracula. And it's crazy, as prevalent as this form factor was in the 80s, that we never saw this at any point. But here it is now. And I got to tell you, I've got to buy another set of these because the card art is absolutely gorgeous. And then the back of the card, the fact that it's got that classic monster styling with the cross cell that's just text, which I really like because I believe that's how it would have been back in the day. But then a file card for Dracula. That's amazing. Dracula, name, Count Dracula, birthplace, Transylvania. Count Dracula is a centuries-old vampire who resides in a decaying castle in Transylvania. With his aristocratic demeanor and hypnotic gaze, Dracula lures unsuspecting victims to sustain his immortality by drinking their blood. His journey to London brings terror as he seeks new prey, but he has to face the brave efforts of Professor Van Helsing and his allies. Listen to them, children of the night. What music they make. That's fantastic that they did this in the style of a G.I. Joe file card. And look, Dracula is somebody that G.I. Joe absolutely potentially could have encountered. So this is just exciting on every single level for me. I'm thrilled that it's here. And I'm thrilled that these hit right before the price increase. So now $20 a piece feels like a deal. And actually, I'm wondering, as I'm sitting here talking, if the price has gone up on these and if I should have ordered a second set, because I need a set of these carded. They're beautiful. If I should have ordered a second set a while ago. But let's open it up and check the figure out. First thing I noticed, though, is he has a more traditional cape. He does not have the shoulder style cape like Serpentor. Wow. All right. Definitely something different. Okay, let's carefully get that candelabra, or I guess candlestick. Candelabra would be multiple candles, correct? Lots of detail in that little accessory. It's almost too nice. And then let's carefully get Dracula, because I don't know how this cape is attached. So I'm going to be very careful with that. Okay, so he's got a thin little, let's go ahead and zoom all the way in here. He's got a thin little elastic cord that holds the cape on. So it is an actual cape and not the through the shoulder like Serpentor. And notice, and I just now noticed this, rivets. The rivets are painted. I'll be interested to see as I review Creature and Wolfman in the coming days, or for me in the coming minutes, how their rivets are handled. I would imagine this line. So he does just have a swivel head, no ball joint there, which I'm fine with. I don't need the ball jointed head. Look at the cuffs, the cuff links. He's got the ring, the signet ring. The sculpt of the suit is really sharp and clean. Let me zoom out just a little bit so we can see the whole entire figure. He's got the right size O-ring. He sits okay. If they make a Dracula vehicle, I will lose my mind. And he's even got, you can kind of see, you can feel him for sure. He's got the nice creases on the front of his slacks and tuxedo pants, the strip on the side. Very nice touch. I like that they didn't try and mess around with making the jacket like hang over the waist or anything like that, because I don't believe that's how this figure would have been done back in the day. He's got the little tails in the back, and even the little buttons sculpted on there. The cape is that same really firm, stiff, satiny type material that they've used in the other, well, and Serpentor is the easiest example. Beautiful red on the inside, the black on the outside. And then just the sculpted detail of his medallion, bow tie, and that portrait is fantastic. Get that signature sharp widow's peak, the hair sculpted, combed straight back. Suppose I could take the cape. Oh yeah, okay, easy enough. The cape comes completely off. And goes right back on. I'm really happy with how they did that cape. I wouldn't have minded the sleeve cape, because again, I do sort of feel like that's how he might have been done. But, I mean, this is obviously better. And doesn't feel like it defies the form factor, to me. Like, if it had occurred to the people making figures back then to do it this way, they probably would have done it this way. Now I kind of wish a Serpentor would be done like this. I don't like that the other side of the rivet, I'm trying to think, do I have any Joes sitting out here? Yes, I do. Oh, but it's a straight arm zap, so that's not helpful because he didn't have that aesthetic yet. Let's see. No. All I've got is a later Flint. Okay, so yeah, I guess that is... I mean, granted, this is from 2002, I think. Something like that. So there is some color on the other side of the rivet, but not a deal breaker. I'm very happy that you can have from the front, the rivets are painted and look great. This figure is excellent. This is a Dracula I've always wanted. Whoop, went way too far out. Oh, let's take a look at his candlestick, which is almost, as I said, too detailed. It is that traditional wrought iron shape. It's a dragon, or, oh yeah, it's a dragon. This is really the only thing, and look, I don't mind it because it looks really cool. This is really the only thing that kind of defies the form factor, is there's too much painted detail and everything. And what a dumb thing to complain about, right? Let's see how well he can hold it. I'm hoping that little loop will just fit right between. No, it's a little thin for that. Oh, there we go. Okay. There you go. Count Dracula from Super 7 Reaction Plus. I love it. It's exactly what I wanted it to be. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends about Needless Things. And until next time, buy what you like. Buy what you like. Buy what you like. Oh.
Smash that like button if you like Needless Things.